Hello, everybody. After Bix here, back to the review for you all. Everybody, today I'm here with my next recap video for 2020. Everybody, a bit of a follow up there from a previous one. Everybody, last 2020 recap video when I counted out my picks for the top 5 male wrestlers, 2021 there. Now it's time to get the latest. Time to spotlight everybody. Is now I count out my picks for the top 5 female wrestlers, 2021. So, as there were a good number of women that had a pretty strong year in 2021 there. And apologies advance everyone for a hip suppressor one. Well, they did take acid reducer there, so hopefully it won't be as bad as some other videos. Everyone, apologies advance everyone. Big hip suppressors there, but it was everyone. I said everyone. I said previous video everyone. Wrestling was an overall pretty strong year. There were people there, including different ladies in the wrestling business. There one, so that would hurt to count down my picks for. I felt like I had the strongest year overall there. Before we do get to our list, everybody, of course, a couple quick rundown of the rules here. One, of course, is my own personal opinion, so if you do disagree, please respectful comments there. This is my personal opinion. Number two, similar to the men's list, everybody, this will be mainly consistent of women from AEW, WWE, as are those are the two main promotions I follow this past year there. I will make sure to change it up for next year's list, everyone. As one of the things I'm going to try to do this, year in 2022 is check out more wrestling products there and whatnot. So, for this year, one, maybe focus on women for AEW, WWE. And roll 3-1, majority of different categories are one, such as their character work, match performances, in-ring promos there, and overall cultures this past year there. Same as the men's list, by very quick rundown of the honorable mentions here before we get down to the top 5. So for ado, let's go and get right to the honorable mentions real quick, everyone. Everyone, first of all, mention everyone, are two women that were last year's list, by. While they still had a pretty solid year there, they kind of fell off the radar a bit after they lost their respective championships there. That'd be AEW's Hikaru Shida and WWE's Asuka there. Everyone, Hikaru Shida and Asuka, definitely some of the women's wrestlers from during the 2020 there that helped keep things strong in the respective women's division there during the pandemic era there, and the respective companies there. And both ladies have a very strong year. Asuka winning the Raw Championship multiple times there, and Hikaru Shida winning the AEW Women's World Championship there. At the time of Corey, Shida is still the longest reigning champion overall for the Women's Championship. I believe overall AEW's history thus far. And they started out really strong this past year, would still be the champions going to 2021 there. However, both women did kind of fall off the radar a little bit after losing their titles there. Although I will say Shida isn't necessarily on this. It didn't drop down as badly as Asuka this past year, since she was still relatively strong even after losing the title there, and she became the first woman in AEW's history to win over 50 matches there. Whereas Asuka there, unfortunately, she ended up falling off the radar quite a bit there, not too long after being taken out of the Raw Women's title picture there. And she ended up taking out the last bit of 2021 due to a mixture of surgery due to dental work there for the previous injury she had there, for when one of her teeth broke during a tag match up there she had, as well as an arm injury there. But she and Asuka felt like saw an overall good year 2021. Still feel like it's worth bringing them up as honorable mentions for the list here. They started buying his one here, or if I followed her more this past year, she definitely would have had a spot on top 5 there. That'd be Miss Deonna Purrazzo. And Deonna, Like I said, in terms of women that made one of the strongest impacts this past year in the wrestling business, she's definitely up there as one of them there. Having a very strong run as the Impact Wrestling Knockouts World Champion. And pretty much become the female equivalent of Kenny Omega this past year. The appearance when being the belt collector, whenever she won a Triple A Women's World Championship. Even though she did lose she would eventually lose the Impact World title with Knockouts Championship to Mick James there. She's still able really strong on the Impact Wrestling there, and still going strong in 2022 there. Still being the Triple A Women's Champion, and recently winning the Ring of Honor Women's Championship at title for title match with Roxy recently. Well, since it didn't fall much of the Upper Razo this past year, unfortunately, the best thing I can do is give her all the mention spot on the list here. She keeps going the way she's been doing so far. I think 2020 will be another strong year for Miss Perazo there. They are by two in there that were on my previous list. Everybody, top female wrestlers of 2020 list. Everybody, and they mentioned, and they were the two ladies that tied for last year there. 2020 wasn't that strong of a year for them there, but they still had good number of things happening this past year, so we're gonna bring them up there. That'd be Sasha Banks and Bayley or one. And when Sasha started out relatively strong this past year, going into 2021 as a SmackDown Women's Champion there. And hold on to it until losing to Bianca Blair at WrestleMania 37 there. And Bayley, she definitely had some of the best character work out of the women this past year in the wrestling business there. Be very entertaining just about any segment she was in there. And putting on strong matches as well. However, Sasha, well, she had decent runs with Shimmy there. Some of the matches she had there weren't necessarily that memorable there. And unfortunately for both Bayley and Sasha there, both of them had different things happen there, whether it be getting tested positive for COVID there or getting injured there, missing out certain parts of the year there. And it's especially been bad for Bayley's case there, as she was originally going to be scheduled to face Bianca Blair and Money the Bank before having injury there. That would take her out of action for the rest of the year there. At Title Corey, she still hasn't come back yet. Well, Sasha Banks, due to her on and off appearances there, she hasn't had much time on as previous years on WWE's TV time there. By the time Sasha and Bayley were on TV there, it was fun seeing them there. They saw a pretty good. They saw an overall good year 2021 there, so worth bringing them up for all bitches list here. Sorry about hiccup there. One. Everybody, next up, for all bitches everybody, we have Ruby Soho. Everybody, who's definitely made a big impact to AEW there. And they had helped shake things up for the women's division there to her rival last year's All Out. And it's definitely felt like a bit of a career revival for Ruby Soho there, after being lost to Shuffle in WWE's was division there as Ruby Riott there. Even though Ruby Soho has won championships there, she still put up a strong effort there. I see her becoming future champ sometime in 2022 there. Next honorable mention by the last AEW honorable mention by that'd be for the Rosa by she's been consistently one of the strongest women in AEW's women's division there. They have a strong promos there. Put out some of the best matches this past year for AEW. Was one of the one be the lights out match with Britt Baker. It is fun to see her where she shows up there. Now, unfortunately, Thunder Rosa didn't have major accomplishments this past year. There, doesn't kind of leave her off the list there. But I do feel like it's only a matter of time before we do see Thunder Rosa become on top of the women's division there. That's what the ladies look out for in 2022. Everybody, the last year measured by we have Liv Morgan by everyone. Liv Morgan. If I were to make a list of wrestlers who made the most improvements this past year, there, both men and women, Liv Morgan would definitely have a place on that list there. Well, it was a bummer to see the Riot Squad break out there and the releases of Sarah Logan and Ruby Riot there. One good thing that did come out of it there is that Liv Morgan had a chance to break out her own there. And she's definitely played off there. She improves her in-ring skills there. She has short promos there. And she's beginning the fans behind her there. Even though Liv Morgan falling short her role with championship matches against Becky Lynch there, she put a strong effort there. Liv Morgan wouldn't surprise me if she does become champion sometime in 2022 there. Whether I have her or not, we'll have to wait and see, but Liv Morgan definitely had a strong breakout year there, and definitely strong in terms from probably most improved wrestler this past year for me. Thus, give her a spot on the honorable mentions list. As per all the honorable mentions, everybody, now let's get my picks for top 5 female wrestlers of 2021. You have the list of number 5 by someone who made their debut this past year there, with a very strong impact during her first year there. That'd be Miss Jade Cargill. Now, everyone, not gonna lie, when Jade Cargill first showed up, they didn't really know what to expect from her there. But every past year, she's definitely shown be very skilled in the ring there. She cut strong promos there. And I remember some of my friends, talking about some of my friends there by making some comparisons with her and Goldberg there in the terms of both of them have, when defeated their first year there and become quote-unquote talents for the respective companies there. It's not hard to kind of see the comparison there. Jade Cargill, she went undefeated the entire year last year. And she definitely being someone who a strong contender for having probably the breakout rookie year for people first debut in 2021 there. So all culminated there, or I'll be taking not too long ago there, beginning of 2022 there with the first episode of Dynamite TBS there with Jade Cargill winning the TBS Championship Tournament there by defeating Ruby Soho in the finals there, becoming the overall TBS champion there. And while Jade Cargill had a very strong year there, and she definitely won the ladies look out for AEW in the future there. She has a number 5 spot there as even though it was awesome seeing her become TBS champion there, that's tied in with the stuff in 2022 there. Mainly factoring in the stuff that happened during the calendar year for 2021 there. Even though Jade Cargill had a very strong first year there, being undefeated. Have the undefeated streak that still lasts today there, the time of recording there. She didn't really have any other stuff happen this past year in terms of accomplishments there. Plus, she is still a bit green in the ring there, but the pace she's going there, I feel like there won't be much of an issue there for her to overcome. I think over the overall match she's have been pretty good there. She definitely one of the ladies to look out for AEW there. For AEW's near future there. as she ended up to get number 5 spot on the list here. Alright, coming at number 4 here by, we have Charlotte Flair by. I really should have to go much in detail here. Charlotte has shown me one of WWE's top female competitors there by. Charlotte, Charlotte with Mike there. She has put on a good match this past year there, and she come off quite a bit this past year there. Start of the year, being one half the Women's Tag Champs along with Asuka there. And win the Raw Women's Championship twice on 2 different occasions there. Ended off the year with a Special Women's Championship there. Well, okay, not necessarily win, but having a title exchange there, but yeah. Well, nevertheless, she did end the year off as Special Women's Champion there. Everyone, not everything Charlotte touches here turned to gold as, well, she was tied into a very not interesting feud with Lacey Evans there. And Charlotte, with all due respect to her, she is kind of getting that the same way as Ray's John Cena word there, where the fans are kind of on the fence. Yeah, I mean, fence about here whether to like her there or dislike her. Yeah. But 2021 was still pretty strong year for Charlotte there. She did enough this past year to get herself the number 4 spot on the list here. Everybody coming in at number 3, everybody, we have Becky Lynch here. Now, one of the things a lot of people wondered there was what exactly Becky Lynch would be coming back there, and we eventually got our answer this past year at SummerSlam when she made her shocking return there. And eventually became something was champion there, and despite the bumpy start there, how she defeated Bianca Blair, it's been nice to see Becky Lynch back on Raw, back on Raw and SmackDown there this past year. She definitely reminded people why she's been one of the breakout stars for WWE recent memory there. And Charlotte with her pros there, having great matches. And it's been generally nice to see Becky Lynch back in WWE again there. Now, that being said, the reason she isn't much higher on the list here is because she did miss the majority of the year there. They come back till the last, quarter there after SummerSlam. Plus, like I said, her comeback did have a bit of a bumpy start there. They come at the expense of having Bianca Blair drop the championship to her there, which people have been pretty mixed upon there. Even in the aftermath of that matchup there. Like I said, Becky Lynch, she definitely had a very strong year there. In the short time she did come back there, it was enough to get her the number 3 spot on the list here. Alright, coming at number 2, and the last women's wrestler from WWE, everybody, is going to be Bianca Blair. Now, everyone, it shouldn't be that hard to say 2021 was a breakout year for Bianca Blair there. It wasn't that hard to see who'd be the top for the ladies for WWE said there. As she definitely had the strongest year, in my personal opinion there. Had great pros there, having great matches there. And she accomplished quite a lot this past year there by winning the Women's Royal Rumble there, setting a new record time for someone in the Rumble there, 2021. Main event night 1 with her match with Sasha Banks there, and because SmackDown was champion. Even in the aftermath there, she's still been booked relatively strong there. I mean, and she had become the whole Survivor this past year, the Women's Survivor Series matchup at Survivor Series. The Women's matchup, nation matchup there. Everyone, the reason why Bianca Blair is number 2 there is that number 1, I feel like had a bit of a stronger year compared to her there. Plus, kind of hinted at with Becky Lynch, previously with Becky Lynch there. Bianca Blair's momentum did get hampered a bit there by losing the Featherweight Championship there. While she's still been really strong there, some of the wins have been taken out of herself at the aftermath of that loss there. However, at the title scoring there, WWE does seem to be having Bianca Blair but the direction there where she could possibly get even with Becky Lynch there and possibly beat her WrestleMania this upcoming year's WrestleMania there to the Royal Championship there, even with Becky Lynch. So there's still hope for Bianca Blair there. So yeah, less hard not to argue there that she was definitely the strong. Yeah, for being the strongest there. Out of the female competitors for WWE this past year. So that's her spot number 2 on the list here. Sorry for the hiccups and parts of everyone. Everybody, we're now on to number 1, everybody. Everyone, I'm not gonna lie, it was a little bit of a toss-up between Bianca Blair, number 1 entrant there. See if we get the number 1 spot, but the end there, I decided to go number 1 spot for the, and my pick for the top female wrestler for 2021, everybody, is going to be the current AEW Women's World Champion, Dr. Britt Baker there. Anyway, Britt Baker's definitely become one of the top women in AEW there. And people felt like it was only going to get her on top before she was going to become the AEW Women's Champion there. And this past year in May, for the one she managed to end Hikaru Shida's reign as Women's Champion there. And thus, Britt Baker became the AEW Women's World Champ there. She's been having a very strong run as a champion there. Having put on great matches there. And cut some very strong pros there. And showed me one of the top stars in general for AEW there. Where I'd like to see a Punk acknowledge her as one of the pillars there for AEW, taking MJF's place there. Which is high praise for Britt Baker there. Anyway, I can't really have too many. Can't really think of any criticism or gripes there for Britt Baker this past year there for me. She had a very strong run there, so. And when I made this list here, like I said, it was a bit of a toss between her and Bianca Blair, who was got the number 1 spot there, but in the end there, you feel like Britt Baker, out of all the ladies on the list, everybody, Britt Baker had the strongest year out of all the women's wrestlers I've seen this past year. Thus give her number 1 spot for ladies here, for the top female wrestler for 2021 for me, everyone. There are the British ratings up, everybody, for the list, everybody, and for this portion of the 2021 recap videos, everyone. It's fun bringing back the male and female wrestlers list, everybody. I'll try to make it a little thing here for the channel there. So I'll make sure to do another one for 2022, everybody. Although both lists will be different there compared to this year's list, everyone. As I am going to try, like I said, try to make sure to follow more wrestling content this past year, not just AEW and WWE stuff, everybody. As for our next recap video, everyone, for 2021, everyone, I will be doing another ranking video, everyone. Where I'll be going over all the TV series I reviewed all the different series I reviewed this past year by. And be doing ranking them from worst to best there, so make sure I'll see do that there. But until then, pretty much things up for everyone. If you all saw, hey, make sure you like button, do the channel, subscribe, and notification icons for subloads. I will see you all next time until it's our big sale. Peace.